What does it mean to be an American? Well, it really depends on how you look at it. As an African American male, quite honestly, it doesn't mean much. Being a black male here in the United States, I've seen how other people of my race are treated. Tensions are rising between races, and it's almost as if one race is trying to be the dominant race and drive all the other races out. So to me, it's not really about being an American, because today, in America, it's almost as if people care more about what you are on the outside than what you are on the inside. To strangers, you're treated based on your race and the way you look more than anything. As diverse as the United States is, it's crazy to think and see how there's still racism out in this country. Everyone unconsciously puts themselves into in groups and others into out groups based on their own cultures and subcultures. Many of the racial issues that have come about are from what some may say are misunderstandings. And these misunderstandings are generally formed from stereotypes. For example, a police officer thinking that an unarmed black man has a gun whenever he pulls him over for a routine traffic stop, and then he goes on to shoot and kill him. Here in America, being an African American means that I am dangerous. It means that I'm not safe. It means that I bring trouble and that I am trouble. It means that I'm illiterate. It means that I don't have money. It means that I can't raise a family. It means that I'm good for one thing, and that's sports. There's been times where I've been followed around a store because they think I'm going to steal something just because of my color. There's been times when I've walked by police cars and I've been stared at and even followed for blocks just because of my color. And it still happens to this day. And that is why this is a question I will always think about. Is behavior something that was inherited, or was it something they learned? But it isn't only African Americans that are treated this way. It happens to many others in this country. Therefore, I feel like this isn't the right question to answer. I think a better question would be, what does it mean to live in America? Because being an African American in America, you're treated completely differently than your average white American living here. Because living in America itself is more opportunistic than being an American. Living in America, we all have the opportunity to be change makers. The world is in an awful place right now, and there isn't one person on earth who thinks that everything is perfect and this is just how they want things to be. But in many other countries, they don't have the opportunity to speak up. Recently, we have seen many athletes personally express their opinion towards the racial tensions and towards the president. In many other countries, people would not think about voicing their negative opinion about their president or leaders. For example, one of the most famous athletes in the world, LeBron James, tweeted this in response to the President of the United States, Donald Trump. He said, "You bum, Stephen Curry already said he ain't going, so therefore ain't no invite. Going to White House was a great honor until you showed up." This is a benefit of living in America. In order to thrive as a nation, we all need to come together. And the only way we can do this is by getting rid of discrimination, not only against races, but against genders and many other groups. A lot of schemas that are formed about other groups are from not having enough information. There is a famous quote that says, "The single story creates stereotypes." And the problem with stereotypes is not that they are untrue, but that they are incomplete. They make one story become the only story. It would be a lie if I were to say that all the stereotypes I've heard about African Americans were untrue. A lot of them are just expanded and blown way out of proportion. But the only way to complete these stories is to be around other groups. This not only gets rid of naive realism, but also breaks barriers between races or groups. But let me get back to the question. What does it mean to live in America? I mean, what does it mean to be an American? Well, first, opportunity. We have the opportunity to be different. We have the opportunity to make change. We have the opportunity to be the change. If we don't like something, we protest and we show how much we don't like it. We'll even get people to sign a petition to get rid of it. We have the opportunity to be and to do what we want. If I want to be a doctor, well, then I can pursue the career. If I want to become a race car driver, then so be it. I'll go start practicing. People don't call it the land of opportunity for nothing. Being an American and living here gives us that opportunity. Next, power. Now, I don't mean that being an American gives you superpowers or that being an American makes you more powerful than another race, but that is how many people see it. Therefore, we have a platform that many others have, or many others do not have, and we should use that platform, to do good. And if we do good, we can work to get rid of these negative things happening in our country, whether it's due to naive realism, the inheritance or learning of behaviors, cross cultural misunderstandings, or anything else. But getting rid of these will make being an American mean much, much more.